Time Team Racing. We're back again with Off the Dirt. I have two special guests here today. I have Steve Rackliff and Jerry Lewis. These guys are the ones that are now running Done Raceway in Skowhegan. Guys, I'd like to thank you both for coming on the show today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Good to be here.
Awesome. We got a lot to go over. We're going to get into Get Her Done, but we're going to start right from the beginning like I do with everyone. Steve, we want to talk about your racing history. What got you started into racing?
Well, I guess it'd be back in 1989. I started, and it was basically cousin of mine, Kerry Davis, of Unity Raceway, and his uncle Terry Davis. He got me down there, and I started with the mini stocks and a Volkswagen Jetta.
Volkswagen Jetta of all vehicles.
Yeah.
That's funny because I heard about a whole Volkswagen scenario between Grover and Williams there. I'm like, now we're getting more Volkswagen stories coming in.
Got to start somewhere.
Yep, absolutely. So that was your start. So you've been racing for quite a while then.
Yes.
So it's been a combination that you've run the tar and the dirt.
Yep. Yeah, I started with the hot top, about the same time my son was born. So easy way to remember, down at Unity Raceway.
Yeah.
And, it was great when it was hot top, but dirt is dirt. It doesn't matter to me as long as we're racing.
As long as it's racing and it's fast, it's always a good day.
That's right.
Absolutely. Jerry, do you have any background on racing at all?
No, I don't.
No?
No.
Well, we're definitely going to be getting into it with you because you don't know what you got yourself into when you agreed to things with Steve.
I'm learning.
Yeah. Just like the dirt track, it's always a learning experience, just like managing a track. So you had a lot. I really didn't actually meet you fully until 2024.
Yeah, it hasn't been long.
Yep, because our team raced full-time at Unity in 23, and you were racing there.
I was.
Yep. We did somewhat know you at the time because you were the only guy with a horn in your car.
Yeah. That's quite often there's a horn in there. Yeah.
This is the one guy you can always identify by that beep, 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 beep when he got the win. Yep. Yeah. That's how you identified Steve's car. You didn't worry about the number. Yep, it's just that one.
Yeah.
But, so we, you and I started talking more in 24 when we all found out the announcement that Get Her Done was coming back to open up.
Yes. Yeah.
We were all ecstatic about the news because at the time our team was trying to get 2 cars at Unity and 2 cars at Get Her Done. And, we were trying to dual promote at the time to, help out both tracks and show up and give team support and whatnot. And ultimately, as we found out, we weren't seeing a lot of cars coming to Get Her Done.
Right, yeah.
I mean, that was a rough start, especially for young man Dominic.
Yes.
Who, you guys hold a lot of praise for our team driver, and he holds a lot of praise for what you guys did for him that one day.
Yeah, that was a good day.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun.
You guys took him out on that track under your wing, and poor Steve bouncing on his rev limiter there.
Yeah.
He's like, if we could go just a little bit faster, because I think a turtle may have walked past you guys in those first couple laps.
Yeah, it was exciting for some of us, Yeah.
But again, I've talked the praises of you guys ever since I started the Off the Dirt series, that we've mentioned that you, Scotty, James, Dustin, how all you guys took him out on that track, and it's like, no, you're going to have your opportunity to race. We're going to take you out there. We'll teach you some things. And
yeah.
That meant the world to that kid that day. And
yeah.
Again, can't thank you enough for that.
I bet he's got the first memory that I was the first one to slap him in the door.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Once I got beside him, I had to rub his mirrors.
Yep, exactly. It's like you're going to learn a few things on that track, and rubbing is racing.
Yeah.
And that's an absolute teacher right there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you did great things. He still brags his big trophy was bigger than mine
Oh,
by
yeah.
a couple inches. It's like, okay, yeah, you. But he was so proud of that, and you guys did a world of things for him that day. So yeah, I mean, Get Her Done definitely had its rough start. We were doing everything we can. I mean, we were showing up every week.
Yeah.
We're just trying to race, trying to get that track up and going again. I know it was hard. Hannah had a lot going on, and
She did good for 20-year-old girl. She was trying to get people there. It's just not enough people knew about it.
yeah, and it was hard. I mean, our team was doing everything that we could, trying word of mouth. We're posting on Facebook, and
Right.
it's like, hey, let's get some more cars out here. Let's get a count. We only have Unity. We need another track. Because we don't have anything else local nearby to us that we can go race on. We're all about going out and having some fun on that dirt.
Yep.
And yeah, so oh, the problems with the rollovers though, and the picture that I had to use to announce you was
Yeah.
classic. You ended up joining the club.
Oh yeah.
Let's go back to that moment. Unfortunately, our team was on vacation. We couldn't be there for that one. So give us a play-by-play how that day went.
Well, I started having a good day. I was, I was up front. Vaughn Pierce was chasing me, and I had a good run on him. We put most of the field a lap down, and Vaughn, he was coming after me, and there was like 2 laps to go, and I noticed my car wasn't smelling just right, but it
Yeah.
could have been me too. But we had a caution with 2 to go. I went to take off, and my exhaust had broke off and melted my shifter.
Oh.
So I had 4th gear.
Yeah.
So Vaughn was beside me, and I telling me you might as well go. He didn't really know what was wrong. He knew I was telling him something. So we got going. All I had was 4th gear, so we rode the clutch pretty hard, and I got it going, and I said, if I can just stay ahead of him for 2 laps, I've got this.
Yeah.
Well, I come in, I get up to speed on the first lap, and I come down the straightaway into turn 2, roll over corner. Well, I usually turn that car about 7,000 RPMs. Well, I was turning about 3,000. I let off. There was no hold back on the engine. Now, I wasn't quick enough to realize I better ride the brake. So when I let off, there was no letting off,
Yep.
We went straight into the bank, and then I was seeing the sky and the dirt. And
Yeah.
then I was upside down. The car was doing little spins. And yeah, it was an exciting moment, but kind of ruined the race for me anyway. But
Yeah, just slightly. You really can't finish on a roof.
No.
As many as people have tried.
Yeah.
It just does not work that way. And it was definitely the season for flips and rollovers
Yes,
between
yeah.
2 and 3. I mean, we had Josh Harrington that he
Yeah.
plowed that pink car that you see in my front yard now.
Yeah.
Plowed that thing right up and over. Then you, a couple other guys.
Scott Sandville,
Yep.
he took a wild
He did,
ride
yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
All of his airbags deployed. Not that they were supposed to be in there, but he was
Yeah.
fairly safe with all them airbags going off.
Yeah, I think Scotty forgot the memo about please remove the airbags
Yeah.
before you roll over.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, even one light tap on that track, you'll just pop an airbag off. And
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, either it was his expired extinguisher went off or he left an airbag in
He,
there.
he will never forget again.
No.
He'll never leave it down either. That's for
That's
sure, that
right,
poor
yeah.
guy. So, yeah, then we got the unfortunate news. I mean, Anna was giving up on the track.
Yeah.
That was hard for all of us because Bam and Spud actually started at Get Her Done with their careers back in 2011, 2012. Actually, sooner than that, I think it was 2010. Yeah. So that was back when it was Boondocks Raceway.
Right.
So that they got their start into that track. That was their home track, and you get the news the track's coming back. It's like, yes,
You're right.
another place to run. Team will be there. And then we find out it's closed again. It's
Yeah.
like, no, because it's so much more different than Unity.
Yep.
It's smaller, it's tighter, but it's fast.
Right.
It is a fast track.
Yes.
I love Unity still. I didn't get her done. Just even though my car ran like crap all year because I battled that Civic with nothing but issues. That car had its best run for some reason on that short track. Don't get it to this day. It's ready to spit another motor, so I'm going to be late to the party this year unless I get a motor put together. But so we got the unfortunate news, but like I said, I was doing everything to get some wheels in motion. It's like someone needs to save this track. I was talking with Austin. He was talking with me. We were talking with other people, and I started talking with you about it. And we had our back and forth, and finally a connection was made that you were able to go and talk with the landowner. And we got the best news ever.
Yeah, that was it was good for some. I'll be honest, my wife, she took it kind of hard. It was a quiet evening
Oh,
for a
yeah.
few. And she's on board now, and it was a big step, and it's a lot of money, a lot of overhead, and there was just a lot more to it than I thought there was.
Right.
thank God Jerry lives across the road, and I can con him into about anything. So
And this is where Jerry comes in. You had no idea what you were getting yourself into.
I did not. No.
So Steve approaches you about this wild idea. So let's hear it from you how this went down.
Well, we were talking one day and wanted to know if I'd be interested in helping out at the track. He wanted to start a racetrack or keep it going, I guess. He didn't want it to die out.
Yep.
And we went around, talked about it quite a bit, and asked if I'd like to go in with him. I said, yeah, I'll give it a try. I'm retiring here in another month, and it'll give me something to do over the summer.
Yep, there you go.
Pretty much how it happened.
It's a good retirement option, especially when you start getting the crowds and everything there.
he'll forget he retired within a month. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He'll be busy.
I'll be right busy. Yeah,
Out of retirement and back to working.
Yeah.
What did I get myself roped into?
Exactly. I'm beginning to wonder that now.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to talk with management about that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I tell you what, as soon as you reopened it and you rebranded it, it started taking off though.
Yeah, thank God for for friends and because I didn't realize how many I had.
Yep.
And my daughter, my son, they're really good with these phones and videos and everything, and that's above my pay scale, but they got the word out there, and that's what it needed to be,
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, it was several years I didn't even know Get Her Done was still alive anymore. I just didn't hear anything about it. So once the word get out, people heard it and they start showing up.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 2022 was the last time they raced because Spud had his Scion. We went up there for one race, and ultimately there was no water truck that day. It was too dusty, about half the track left. They were so disgruntled and discouraged about that track, and then it shut down for 23.
Right.
No one raced it.
Right.
So there was unfortunately a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth on that track. So it's like it was kind of a hard thing to get it reopened.
Yeah.
But also doing it the right way, like you've done with your team, to advertise it, promote it, and you started getting that car count because you said we're racing every Sunday until we can't race.
Right.
And we were starting to see more and more cars start showing up when you took over, and I mean we started having more big names showing up because we had Rick Austin.
Yes.
Rick Austin started showing up.
Yeah, he brought like a $10,000 car.
Yeah,
and
and he still rode that thing around the track like nothing.
And he was proud of it and said he'd do that any day I asked him. He was loving it.
And that's awesome. Like we're glad he did. He was doing a lot of sponsored payouts on the races too, which was also, it was getting people's attention.
Yes, he was. Derek Cook. He was. His dad Sean. From their garage, they was helping out, and it was good, and Damian Braley, boy, he goes out of his way to help. He was down there with Jerry and I 2 weeks ago. We was putting up shingles and on the towers, and fingers were froze, and it was snowing, and he was right there with us and
helping us all.
So people like that, that's what we need, and
Yep, absolutely. It takes a team to make a track work.
That's a
for
fact.
sure. That's a lot of hard work, and we praise you guys for everything that you've been doing. Especially, you did all these winter races.
Yeah.
Sorry, at my age. For some reason, me and circulation don't get along anymore.
No.
I can stand outside for like 2 minutes. It's like, nope, I'm going back where the heat is.
Right. Well, the good thing is most of them vehicles had heaters in them. Yeah.
That's a good thing because we only have maybe one car that still has working heater.
Yeah.
But I mean, we watched all the saw the posts and everything you put up for the winter races there, and seeing that you were getting a crowd out there even in the winter was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's coming out there supporting this track. Unity was doing their winter races as well. So, the dream's alive. If you tell people we're going to race, they're showing up. So, looking into 2025, as announced on Get Her Done 2025 Facebook, you have your race schedule up.
Yeah. And it's subject to change. We have, I guess you call them wingless sprint cars. They have motorcycle motors in them.
Okay.
And we've been doing a lot of talk with them, and they want to come there and put on a show. And, I don't know how much I should let the word out, but the Scones.
Oh, yeah?
They've talked to us a little bit, that's a lot of car on a little track.
Oh,
So we're still up in the air about that, but you know.
you might want to widen turn two just a little bit more.
Yes.
This little pocket you made, you might want to make it just a little bit more for them guys.
You know, so that's a little sketchy there, you know, with the scones. I mean, that's a lot of car, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt. So.
Oh, right,
But
right.
the wingless ones, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're fast. They got motorcycle motors in them, and they're fast cars. But I think they're smaller, and you know, I think they'll fit that track better.
Oh, I would say so. Yeah, definitely. That'd be something you'd want to get them up there, let them do some open practice, see how it's going to feel for them.
Absolutely. Yes.
And if it's something that works out, absolutely. I mean, it adds another class.
Yep.
And that's the big thing. I mean, you run quite a few classes now. You run a lot of specialty races too.
Yes.
That's what really gets people's attention is every time that you come up with a specialty race, whether it's right turns, the flagpole. What other ideas do you have this year?
Well, you know, we had that wet and slimy race, I guess we call it, you know, and we'll empty the water truck, and you know, it's like snot. You just can't stand on it, and you know, and when we do that, you know, we let, you know, cars out there with no cages, you know, because it's really bumper cars at 15 miles per hour. You
Yeah,
know?
there's definitely no speed in that race at
No,
all because
no.
you're not even getting traction for one, and when you do, you're locking that brakes up and you're in a straight line
Yeah.
regardless. I give biggest credit to Dustin Babcock with that saw bruise we called it.
Yeah.
Watching that thing go around the track and the way he could just slingshot 3 or 4 and then Tokyo drift
Yes.
right across that line. It's like
put on a good show.
Oh, he did. We all picked on him for that car, but that car would do it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
But we are so happy to hear that it's looking like a good season this year for Get Her Done. BEM Team Racing, again, we're going to be doing our part, having the cameras roll on the pit side, on the spectator side. We're hoping to talk with a lot of drivers and teams, members of the track as well. We're going to do our part. We're going to promote it all on YouTube.
Right.
Shout outs to the sponsors of the track weekly. There may be some days that we're not there because we're on vacation, sorry. But other than that, we're going to be out there with cameras rolling because we're going to do our part to help Get Her Done as well.
Right.
And this is what it's all about. The more word of mouth we're promoting, the better the turnout's going to be. That's what we're really looking for.
Yeah.
Any sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to right now?
Well, yeah, there's Toony Looney Rentals. They stepped up, and they're going to help out. Randy Lancaster, they have stump grinding, and he comes weekly anyway, you know, and donates his own truck, and unfortunately his windshield got broke last season. You know, but I offered him help out, pay for it, and he's absolutely not. You know, he says, I'll be here next week and I'll buy another windshield. You know, so there's them two. Scott Sandville, he's got a garage he's running in Norge Walk, and he helped out. Rick and Barbara, R&B Garage, which he's actually going to be, I want to say tech man, it might scare people away, but he's going to be there. That's our tech man. You know, so if there's any rules to be breaking, I know Rick knows them, so he'll look into that, you know.
Better remove those cheater parts quick.
Yeah.
He's going to find them.
And this year, as soon as Jerry and I get in there with the excavators and stuff, we're going to try to dig a mud run pit.
Okay.
And, you know, I like to do mud runs and fast track. And as the summer goes on and Jerry's enjoying his retirement, we would like to build a tough truck course, possibly in the middle.
Yep.
You know, but there is a pond there, you know, that's 4 feet deep. We don't want anybody to drown.
Right.
So, you know, stuff like that we're gonna try to get done, but it takes time.
Right. Just like anything.
Jerry and I have some planks down there. We're gonna put in some one height seating because we cannot legally have bleachers.
Right.
And we're gonna try to do that on both sides. We've got the planks down there, some cedar posts, so we'll have places to sit.
All right, that'll be awesome.
You know, we're gonna try to line the track with flags or banners from all of our sponsors, you know, and make the place look a little more exciting. You know, right now it's a racetrack in the middle of the field. We want to make it look more inviting, I guess.
Right, absolutely. Because I know you've been putting the post up too, looking for food vendors.
Yes, we do have one there now, and there was another one, Deb's. Apparently, she's selling out or selling a truck or something, so she can't make it this year. So, we are looking for a vendor or two, because some vendors I've talked to can come occasionally.
Yeah.
And, our good friend Tuna, he's going to be there. And I talked to him a little bit, and he's got a bigger grill, because, when it first started out, there was 6 or 7 cars he could keep up. But at the end of it, we had over 30.
Yeah.
So his grill just wasn't
big
keeping
enough.
up, and and the track crew, when we take a break, it's usually a half an hour. And if we wait in line for 20 minutes,
Right.
we either got to swallow a hot dog or donate it to somebody else, so we want to step up the game a little bit there, and make sure we have enough food, so when it comes lunchtime, you get your food and we get back to racing.
Yeah, so if any food vendors out there, you can contact Steve Rackliff right through the Get Her Done 2025 Facebook page. There's also other contact numbers, I believe, to give you a call as well.
Yeah, my phone number's right on there. You can call me or whatever you got to do.
All right. And just so everyone knows, it's 209 Dudley Corner Road in Skowhegan is where Get Her Done Raceway is located. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a stellar year.
Yeah, I think so. We've got a lot of things planned, and again, we're going to do the flagpole races, and anything for entertainment. There's a lot of people that ask me about spectator racing, and it's going to be hard on your vehicle. If I had people that would let me know in advance that they want to do it, I'll let you race a lawnmower if you want to, but we've got to have more than 3,
Right.
because it's just not entertaining to watch 3 cars go around,
No, you really want to have more than that.
Yeah,
it's what makes it worth it to watch.
Right.
Also, while we're on the subject, demolition derby at all this year?
Yes, there's 2. I believe the first one's July 19th.
Okay.
And towards the end of the season, Mike Gill and Stan Woodard, they do all the demolition derby stuff, which is a great day because I stand back and just watch it all happen. And I believe he's going to have one in October.
Okay.
And if we can fit another one in, we're going to try. But like I say, I leave that all in Mike's hands. He's a great guy and does anything he can to help me. So.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can get him on the show sometime and talk demo derby with him and see some of his plans and ideas.
Yeah, good
so, Mike,
luck.
if you're watching this, there's your invite. But yeah, I mean, I'm thrilled. Our team is ecstatic. We're glad to be teaming up to help Get Her Done, help all you guys out.
Yes, much appreciated.
And we want to make this a big season, absolutely, for everyone. So, like I said, if anyone ever wants to come watch the dirt on a Sunday, we normally start around 11-ish.
Yeah. Try to keep it very close to 11. Sometimes it's 11:30 because I don't want to be that guy that says 11 and we start at 12:30.
Yeah. Depends how long the drivers' meeting goes for.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, again, I really appreciate you guys coming down, and we're gonna get this track promoted this year. It's getting around there. The word's getting out, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to a great season of racing there again with our team. Like I said, I might be late. Depends when my motor gets put back together. But Bem Team Racing is going to be there. Cars, cameras, you name it.
Great.
I just want to mention this real quick. I know I posted this. I got to get close to the camera. Guys, as I mentioned on Facebook, Track Pack Series 1 for Bem Team Racing. Our stickers are out right now. We're going to be selling these at the track for $2 a piece. All the proceeds are going back into our team to help continue to fix our cars and get us into the track, because we're not heavily sponsored, and it takes a lot of money out of us to keep these cars going some days.
It does.
Some days we have a good week and I don't have to fix them.
Right.
But again, $2 a piece on the stickers. You can find us in person at the track. I'm not doing online shipping or anything. Sorry. Can I do it in person? It's simple. Just for you guys coming out, these ones are on the house.
Great. Thank you.
Just, if you support our logos and everything, and we'll support you. That's fine.
Great.
But no, I mean, you guys get the first sets right there. And I appreciate you both coming out. I'm sure at some point again I'll have you guys back out here
Sounds
later
good.
on. it's looking to be chaotic on my side because I got to do this, race, fix cars, do the job. So I don't have a life anymore. It's busy, but yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to get you guys out here again. Maybe mid-season, we can sit back down and see how the season's been going thus far. Maybe something to finish off the season. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, absolutely love to have you guys back. We'll have another talk again.
That's great.
Right. So, guys, with that being said, thanks for watching. Give us a subscribe on BEM Team Racing on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, BEM Team Racing and CVC. Go on and find Get Her Done 2025.
2025.
Okay, Get Her Done 2025 on Facebook. Follow them for all updates for racing, schedules, classes, cancellations depending on weather. All the information can be found there. BEM Team Racing will be sharing it as well. And as always, until the next one, we'll catch you next time.